Hey everyone, let's talk about something that's probably on your radar: buy now, pay later loans, or BNPL. These loans have been growing in popularity. They are a way to split up a purchase into smaller, more manageable payments. The great thing about them for many people is that they haven't typically shown up on your credit report, which means that they don't affect your traditional credit score. Now things are changing. The big news is that credit bureaus and scoring companies like FICO are getting ready to start incorporating the buy now, pay later data into credit reports and scores. This is a big deal, and it's creating a lot of discussion in the financial world. This is a classic example of a financial issue with a lot of layers. There are some positive potential outcomes here, but also some serious concerns. For many people who are just starting out and don't have much of a credit history, or for those who are rebuilding their credit, this could be a great opportunity. If you use buy now, pay later responsibly and make all your payments on time, it could help you build a positive credit history, which can make it easier to get a mortgage or a car loan down the road. After all, the single most powerful factor in a good credit score is a history of on-time payments. Lenders have been worried about phantom debt, the idea that people could have a lot of buy now, pay later loans and a traditional lender wouldn't even know. The applicant's finances might not be able to absorb more debt. Reporting this data could give lenders a more complete and accurate picture of a borrower's financial situation, which could ultimately lead to more responsible lending and help prevent people from taking on too much debt. If lenders suspect that buy now, pay later loans impact your credit worthiness, they're not going to wait for them to be reported to the credit bureaus. More and more lenders are asking for access to your bank account data. They will be able to see the buy now, pay later providers there. But that bank data doesn't represent whether the payments are on time. So the bank data might represent the negative side of having the debt without the positive side of showing that you were responsible with it. Credit scores have traditionally penalized people for opening a lot of new credit accounts in a short period. The fear is that if you use buy now, pay later for several small purchases, it could be seen as opening a bunch of new accounts, which could temporarily hurt your score. While FICO says that its new models will group these loans together to minimize its effect, we still need to see how it plays out in practice. Frankly, the credit scoring agencies can't really make any promises. They build models to predict who might default on a loan. If the presence of buy now, pay later loans causes borrowers to default more often, buy now, pay later will drop your credit score. We simply don't know yet. This is the main reason providers like Klarna and Afterpay are holding back their data. They want to make sure that the system is set up to reward on-time payments, not just penalize people who are using a convenient payment method. They are rightly concerned that a legacy system could misinterpret this kind of credit. A big part of what makes buy now, pay later so appealing is how easy it is to use, but that ease can also lead to overspending. If you're not careful tracking all of your buy now, pay later loans, it's easy to get overwhelmed with multiple payment schedules and find yourself in a tight spot. I suspect that the buy now, pay later companies are concerned about the costs associated with reporting to the credit bureaus. By law, the reporting company has to have a process to manage disputes in a timely manner. That means they have to create a whole new department, develop new systems, and implement new processes to manage issues when people think their payments were reported incorrectly. That new business process has to be paid for by someone. Usually those increased costs get passed down to the consumer. So what's the bottom line for you? If you use buy now, pay later, be extra diligent about your payments. Treat every buy now, pay later loan like a serious financial obligation, because now it likely will be. Set reminders and make sure you have the funds available for those automatic withdrawals. This is a great reminder to regularly check your credit report. When this data starts to show up, you'll want to be sure that it's being reported accurately and that there are no errors. You can get a free copy of your credit report from each of the 3 major bureaus every year. Buy now, pay later can still be a valuable tool. Think of it as a way to manage your cash flow for larger, necessary purchases and not a license to impulse shop. This is a developing situation, and it's a perfect example of how the world of personal finance is always evolving. The key is to be an active participant in your own financial life. Stay informed, stay positive, and make choices that support your long-term goals. You've got this. Thanks for watching.